What's going on, everybody? My name's LUCK, aka Luck, and welcome to episode 15 of my Direwolf20 1.21 Modpack playthrough. A couple quick things before we get into today's episode. I gave you guys a subscriber challenge to hit 420 by Friday, and you guys absolutely killed it. As of Wednesday, we were at 421, and as of the recording of this episode right now, we are at 422. So you guys absolutely crushed it. So you guys will be getting a bonus episode on Saturday. So stay tuned for that one because it's going to be a fun one. Not going to spoil what we're doing, but I assure you it's going to be a good one. And yeah, so let's just jump right into today's episode. So today, what I think we want to do is we want to get some kind of auto crafting ish type of deal going on up here, right? I would like the ability to just say, hey, I want X, Y, or Z, hit a button, and X, Y, or Z pops up, right? So I think that will be a fun time. Let's go ahead, let's deal with our inventory a little bit right here really fast. We're going to put these pipes away, chisel, pipe wrench, you guys can all disappear. Building gadget can go, Hermetica can go. Everything else here in my inventory can probably just go into my system. Perfect. Cool. Very, very cool. All right, so, and specifically what we want to work towards today is the ability to click a button and have our whole system create a drive for our ME system, right? That way, whenever I'm running out of room, I can just hit a button, we have another drive pop up, and it's good to go, right? So let's go ahead and we're going to type in applied, right? Because there's a few things that we need. First off, one of the things that we want to do today is we want to move those items from down below into our little workshop over there, right? So we're going to first off come down here, and my pickaxe here is getting low. We're gonna have to repair that pretty soon. Oops. So let's do you, and then we just break you guys, right? Yeah, cool. We're going to move all of this stuff over to the workshop. I'm not sure if there's a wrench that would make this significantly easier, but we're just going to break them with the pickaxe for right now. We can clean all this up. We'll have something else that lives down here in the basement at some point, right? And let's move all of this over to the workshop. Sweet. Okay, cool. So where would I like my crystal growers to live? So I'm thinking over on this side here will be machines that autocraft, right? Smelters and whatnot. So I think these guys could probably live over on this side for right now, right? Like if I did you and then you, right? Does that sound cool? These guys honestly are a little cumbersome in here. Maybe we'll hold off on these guys for right now. Maybe we'll come up with a cool idea to do with these guys a little bit later. But I definitely know that I want more inscribers, right? Inscribers. Yeah, so let's get... We're going to get 8 more pistons. Actually, no, we didn't need 8. We only needed 3 more, because I want 4 total, right? I accidentally made a 4th one. No big deal. Yeah, so we want a bunch of these inscribers, and the reason why is because whenever we're going to make these chips, we want to be able to auto dump them into here, right? So let's see. These are all called presses, right? Yeah. press. So let's grab one of each. Logic, silicon. So you will be calculation. Oh no, it is good that we got 5. Yeah, it's good that we got 5. Okay, cool. Awesome. So calculation press, that's the that's the Certus Quartz one. Engineering press, I believe that's the diamond one, right? Yeah, that's the one for diamonds. And then logic press, that is the gold one. Okay. And then silicon, that one's just for silicon. Okay, cool. Let's take a look. Do I still have my... Wasn't there like a... Oh, no. Everything's just in game, right? Guide. Yeah, right here. Cool. Awesome. So let's see. Auto crafting. Very cool. That is a lot. There's a lot going on here. Cool. All right. Auto crafting is one of the primary functions of AE2. Instead of manually having to craft the correct number of each sub-ingredient and labor away like some sort of plebeian, you can ask your ME system to do it for you, or automatically craft items and export them somewhere. Or automatically keep certain amounts of items in stock through clever emergent behavior. It also works with fluids, and if you have certain add-ons for extra mod material types like mechanism glass, those materials too. It's pretty great. It is quite a complex topic, so strap in and let's go. An auto-crafting setup consists of 3 things. The thing sending the crafting request, the crafting CPU, the ME pattern provider. Here is what happens. Something creates a crafting request. This can be you in the terminal clicking on something auto-craftable, or an export bus or interface with a crafting card requesting one of the items there set to export or stock. Important. Use whatever you have bound to pick block, usually middle mouse, to request crafts of something you already have in stock. This can conflict with inventory sorting mods. The ME system calculates the required ingredients and prerequisite crafting steps to fulfill the request and stores them in the selected crafting CPU. The ME pattern provider with the relevant pattern pushes the ingredients specific in the pattern to any adjacent inventory. In the case of a crafting table recipe, a crafting pattern, this will be a molecular assembler. In the case of a non-crafting recipe, a processing pattern, this will be some other block or machine or elaborate redstone-controlled setup. The result of the craft is returned to the system somehow, be it by an import bus, interface, or pushing the result back into a pattern provider. Note that an item entering system event must occur. You can't just pipe the results into a chest with an ME storage bus on it. If that craft is a prerequisite for another craft in the request, the items are stored in the crafting CPU and then used in that craft. Okay. Patterns. Patterns are made in an ME encoding terminal out of blank patterns. There are several different types of patterns for different things. Crafting patterns encode the recipes made by a crafting table. They can be put directly into a molecular assembler to make it craft the result, however, or whenever given the ingredients, but their main use is in an ME pattern provider next to a molecular assembler. Pattern providers have special behaviors in this case and will send the relevant pattern along with the ingredients to adjacent assemblers. Since the assemblers auto-eject the results of the craft to adjacent inventories, an assembler on a pattern provider is all that is needed to automate crafting patterns. Okay. Smithing table patterns, don't really need to worry about those right now. Processing patterns are where a lot of flexibility in auto crafting comes from. They are the most generalized type, simply saying if a pattern provider pushes these ingredients to adjacent inventories, the ME system will receive these items at some point in the near or distant future. They are how you will auto-craft with almost any modded machine or furnace and the like. Because they are so general in use and do not care what happens between pushing ingredients and receiving the results, you can do some really funky stuff like inputting the ingredients into an entire complex factory production chain, which will sort out stuff, take in other ingredients from infinitely producing farms, print the entirety of the B movie script, interesting, The ME system does not care as long as it gets the result the pattern specifies. In fact, it doesn't even care if the ingredients are in any way related to the result. You could tell it 1 cherry wood plank equals 1 nether star, and you will have your wither farm kill a wither upon receiving a cherry wood plank, and it would work. Okay. Multiple ME pattern providers with identical patterns are supported and work in parallel. Additionally, you can have a pattern, say, for example, 8 cobblestone equals 8 stone, instead of 1 cobblestone equals 1 stone, and the pattern provider will insert 8 cobblestone into your smelting setup every operation instead of 1 at a time. Okay, cool. The crafting CPU. Oof. Okay. 1K crafting storage, crafting co-processing units. Okay. Crafting CPUs manage crafting request jobs. They store the intermediate ingredients while crafting jobs with multiple steps are being carried out and affect how big jobs can be and to some degree how fast they are completed. They are multi-blocks and must be rectangular prisms with at least 1 crafting storage. Okay. Required. Crafting storages available in all the standard cell sizes 1K, 4K, 16K, 64K, 256K. They store the ingredients and intermediate ingredients involved in a craft, so larger or more storages are required for the CPU to handle crafting jobs with more ingredients. Optional. Crafting co-processing units. They make the system send out ingredient batches from pattern providers more often. This allows, say, a pattern provider surrounded by 6 molecular assemblers to send the ingredients to and thus use all 6 at once instead of just 1. Okay. Crafting monitors. They display the job the CPU is handling at the moment. They can be colored via a color applicator. Crafting units. They simply fill space in order to make the CPU a rectangular prism. Okay. All right, so let's take a look and see what we got here. So we got crafting units, crafting co-processing units, 1K, 4K crafting storage. I think 4K crafting storage is probably going to be the way that we want to go for right now. They don't seem that difficult, right? Let's see. No, they don't seem that bad. Okay, so let's start with a 4K crafting storage. The crafting monitor, I'm not even sure if this guy needs to exist in that actual crafting, block, right? But we will set one up just like it shows anyway. So let's get started. Let's make a whole bunch of crafting units. Let's start with like a 3x3. Does that sound cool? So we're going to need 9 total of these, right? No. 27 of these? Yeah, 27. So we need 27 logic processors and what is that, 54 calculation processors? Okay. So let's grab some Certus. Let's say 48. 54. Okay. So let's grab some of that. We do need to wire these guys up. So might need to get some more power cables. It's power. Let's see. So let's get some more of these guys. We're going to need more of these dielectrics. What about some dielectric paste? What would you say to that, bud? Charcoal. Just get like a stack, right? And energy cables. We do need more iron nuggets. Okay. Oh, we need more of these guys. That's right. That's why I was making the paste. And what would you say if I wanted some more of these? We need more redstone. Cool. And we need more iron, which we're going to deal with right now using our fancy theurgic system. Because we got a whole bunch of iron here, right? So let's see. You guys all need more charcoal. Wow, I am slacking over here. So we'll give you more charcoal. You can start making the mineral salts. This was the mercury distiller, liquefaction cauldron. Is this the one that I throw these guys in? And give you this. I believe so. I think this is the one that will give me what I'm looking for. Yes. Alchemical iron sulfur. Cool. And then we should be able to throw everything into there. And are you still full of mercury? You are. Let's give you a little more. How did you get a rotten flesh? What is that all about? So let's just throw a whole bunch of potatoes in here. We'll give you that. You start making your mercury. Everybody's happy. And then we can throw these into here, right? Oh no, these go in here, like so. And then you get some charcoal, and you should start doing your thing, right? Oh, you're full of diamonds. Here we go. This is super cool. For anybody who maybe saw yesterday's video, I did start playing on a Craftoria server with a few of my buddies. I'm going to be starting with the theurgy stuff, like super quick. So stay tuned for that. The first 2 episodes, I'm just running through a dungeon. But I promise, moving forward, we're gonna get into some fun stuff, and we're gonna do a lot more of like the servery type deals. You know, we'll do collaborative builds and whatnot. It's gonna be a fun time. So I love how easy this whole setup is, right? And super automatable. And I love everything about it. This theurgy mod is super cool. Super, super cool. All right, awesome. So we got a little bit more iron. We are waiting on a little more from that, but in the meantime, we can get this going. So we were working on this. We needed more of these, right? Cool. And let's turn these into a couple of these. And some more cables. All right, so let's get these guys wired up down here. Now, I don't necessarily know if they need to be connected. I don't think they do, right? Like, I'm not crazy about that. I also don't know. I probably should move these guys out. We might need to do 2. No, that should work for now, right? We'll figure it out. If we have to rewire stuff, it's not a big deal. So let's get like so. Cool. Boom. Now let's see. Do you guys have power? You won't tell me until I put in this. So you guys don't directly get power from the energy acceptor. That seems like a severe oversight. Does it not? Right? Like that that seems like it should. Yeah, that's weird that it doesn't it can't accept power from the energy acceptor. Yeah, that seems weird, but okay, we'll roll with it. So we got our calculation guys going. Let's grab some gold. And I think we said we're going to need 27 pieces of gold, correct? Yeah. So that was the diamond one. You're the gold one. Yeah. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I love it. And then we're going to need a whole bunch of silicon. So silicon. We have 34. We can start this guy going, doing the silicon deal. And while those are going, I'm going to go grab some more sand so we can start getting some more silicon. I would like to, at least by the end of this episode, have a working... Oh, that's a lot of guys that I don't want to deal with right now. I would like to, at least by the end of this episode, have a working, some sort of working crafting something, right? Where I can click a button and say, hey, give me patterns, for instance, right? Patterns are always a good thing to automate first. That way we don't ever have to recraft them. So let's grab some more sand without grabbing all this junk on the beach. This is a dirty beach. Oh, what am I doing? I have excavate. That's right. Okay, cool. And back to the base. Awesome. And we got a whole bunch of sand now. You'd love to see it. And I think we just smelt these, right? No. No. No, no, no. No, we don't do that. How did we get silicon out of these guys? I forgot, actually. Silicon. Crusher. That's right. We crush it. Okay, cool. So that'll get us a whole bunch more silicon. And let's see how our chips are doing up here. So you guys are cooking away. Cool. And let's grab some more redstone. Redstone. And let's get some circuits cooking up here. So, like so, like so, and like so. And you guys should start making the requisite chip sets that we need. This is why it's going to be so nice to have all of this do what it has to do, right? We'll have a smelter over there. We'll have a crusher. We'll have everything needed so that, you know, we don't have to do this ever again, where we put stuff in here and we're waiting on silicon and we're waiting on chips. And yeah, once I get this whole setup going, it's going to be really cool. All right, so just coming up here to check to see how all of my guys are doing here. We'll throw some more of these in here. You guys are all done over here, and you guys are all done over here. Awesome. So currently what we're waiting on is just silicon, which we should have a decent amount of at this point. Right? Not too bad. Okay. Nope, silicon doesn't go in that one. It's this one here. I probably should put something up top, like a sign or something that says what it does. And these guys could do with a few speed upgrades, right? So we need all of those in there. Awesome. So currently just waiting on some more silicon. Let's grab some more of this copper here. Oops. We're gonna grab like another stack of copper, and we're already getting low on copper because I've been burning copper in my theurgy setup to get the mineral salt. So I think more mining is in my horizon here at some point. There's mercury. Mercury goes in there. The colors are a little weird. Like, I feel like the mercury shards, since they're silver, probably should go in this one. They are slightly unintuitive, right? But no big deal. It quintuples your resources, so can't really complain too much, right? Put you in there. Cool. So yeah, we're currently just waiting on. We need 3 more silicon, which is shouldn't be too bad. It should already be done. Yeah, plenty. Oh, actually, we had it here. Perfect. Awesome. So once those guys are done, we'll be ready to start making these blocks. Now, we can just make 27 of these crafting units, right? We don't need anything special on top of that. Gonna need some more iron for sure. Yeah, about that. How are we doing on iron in here? Not great. Yeah, not like super great. We do have, oh, come on. We do have that block of raw iron, which we can quintuple that, right? So we could do that, and you go in here. And then you go in here. These guys are a little bit slow, but it's worth it to get 5x your iron, right? Can't really complain too much about 5x. How are we doing on mercury shards, huh? I should set up a system to keep these guys all stocked up, which we will do in the future. Just for right now, we're kind of doing this manually. So, okay, so I just did the quick math, and we are gonna need a fair bit more iron, right? So we may go down into the mining world and do a little bit of mining off camera. Get our silk touch pick out. We may do a little bit of mining off camera. One thing I do want to look at, does this pack have pockets? Oh, it does. Cool. I'm really surprised at myself that I did not have pocket storage from the get-go, because pocket storage is one of my favorite mods. For anybody who doesn't know what this guy does, what you can do is you can take like cobble, we'll grab deep slate, we'll grab dirt, right? And we can put these guys in here, and then when it picks it up, it'll just automatically go into here, which is super cool. And I think what I'd like to do is upgrade it to a gold, right? like right off the bat. That way I can store significantly more. And we're not exactly hurting for gold, right? We're not exactly hurting for diamonds either. It'd be kind of cool to have a diamond one. That way we can store like an obscene amount of materials. Boom, boom. And let's get a couple more chests. Okay. Boom. Pocket storage, diamond size, ton of slots. I think this thing can hold, yeah, it can hold 65,000 of these materials. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some mining off camera, and then we'll come back and we'll finish up our crafting setup. All right, guys. So I think I've gotten enough resources here. What do you guys think? Is that a good amount of resources? Right? We got a few ore, diamond ore. We got some diamonds. These were weird because I actually found these at like super high up. It was really strange. We got a whole bunch of cobble and deep slate, and I put these in here as well, just because I don't want them cluttering up my inventory. So yeah, we're gonna head back up to the surface, and I'll meet you guys back at the base. Right about now, I'm wishing that I put step assist on my boots. All right, guys, and we are back. So first things first, let's go ahead and let's grab all this iron that I got. I got a very good amount of iron. And let's run this through our enrichment chamber, right? And we'll get that cooking down into iron. Next, let's put this all in here. This guy I want to put outside by my theurgy setup, right? And I'll have to remind myself to turn that all into, should probably either put my magnet away or turn it off, but we'll turn it off for now. Have to remind myself to turn those diamonds in, or turn those into salts and then turn them into diamonds. And then let's clear out, we got a ton of copper, like an actual stupid amount of copper. Don't really know if I'm going to need all of that copper. At a certain point, I mined some copper and I mined some osmium. At a certain point, I just kind of decided not to use the silk touch because it was getting tedious mining with that and then switching to that. I did, like you saw outside or out by the theurgy setup, I did use the silk touch to get the deep slate diamond ores. But we'll put our ores in there, and let's go ahead and clean all this up. Boom, 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 boom. Right. Just like that. Fluorite can go in there as well. And the last thing I want to do before I forget, let's get these all out, right? And put them in here. Because I don't really know what I'm going to do with Zirconium gems, but we're just going to keep them in our pocket storage for now. Okay, cool. So with that being said, we should be ready to rock and roll after some iron cooks up to start making these crafting processors and CPUs and all this good stuff. So let's head back over here for a second. And we're going to see what we need. These all should be done, right? Yep. Cool. Awesome. So put those in there. Oh, I think I left all of my processors and all the stuff that I had on me before I went mining. I think I left them in here, right? I did. So we'll grab all of these. Okay. It's going to annoy me if I don't sort it. And we can start making some crafting components, right? So let's see. So at applied and then crafting. Okay. So let's go ahead and, oh, we need some of these guys, right? How are we doing on fluix? We have 2. Okay. What about quartz fiber? Okay, we are low on all of that. Crusher. Could just crush a whole bunch of Certus, right? It's not like we're hurting for Certus. So let's crush a bunch of that up. So get that going. Right into there. And then we need glass, but you're currently doing iron, so let's grab sand. Cool. And let's get you all cooking up, right? We're gonna take the bamboo out for a second here. And do I have coal on me? I do, sort of. So let's... And I haven't turned my tree farm back on, but that really shouldn't be a problem. Oh, you just backfilled with whatever was in the smelters down there, so... Okay. And we're just gonna keep you guys stocked up for right now, right? That sound cool? It's not really a big deal. We're not hurting for charcoal at the moment. And how you doing on your iron over here, bud? Not bad. Oh, these are sulfur irons. Okay. So we're going to put you in here for now. Actually, no. I should put them over by my theurgy setup, right? Does that sound like a plan? What do we got here? Yeah, we're definitely going to have to automate this setup here because it is slightly tedious to keep all the stuff stocked up. So yeah, we're just going to wait a few minutes on some iron and some glass and all that good stuff. And we'll be back in a little bit. All right, so we just got to make a little bit of fluix, right? And you guys should start doing the thing. Cool. And how are we doing on that glass? Not bad. Pretty good, actually. And how are we doing on dust? Not bad. So let's grab a whole bunch of this, right? Let's put all that in there so that we can actually do the thing. Okay. And then you and you and you gets me a whole bunch. Okay, cool. Let's see. How many can we make right now? So if I dump all of this stuff in here and I say, boom, 22. Close. Very close. 24. So we're missing a few more of the glass cables, which is fine. We're still waiting on some glass. This process is expensive, huh? Boom. Boom. Cool. And then some of you. And 27. Perfect. Awesome. So now we have our crafting units, Okay. Co-crafting units. So these guys, these are what actually do the crafting, right? Crafting storage. We should make a crafting storage, right? Co-processing unit. Crafting co-processors make the system send out ingredient batches from ME providers. Okay. More often by making the CPU tick faster. This allows them to keep up with machines that process quickly. An example of this is a pattern provider surrounded by molecular assemblers being able to push ingredients faster than a single assembler can process, and thus distributing the ingredient batches between the surrounding assemblers. Okay, so we're going to have a 3x3, right? So I think we should make... Can we make 9 of these guys? Right? Does that sound cool? I don't see why we couldn't, right? How are we doing on silicon? Silicon. We have 14. Not bad. We'll grab a few of these and let's head over to the workshop. This is going to be an extra long episode. Let's see. So we'll put you guys in here. Let's grab some diamonds, right? Let's grab 9 diamonds. Cool. And you go in here, right? No? In here? Yes. Cool. And so we'll get these guys. I don't know if 9 of these are necessarily needed, right? But we'll start with that. Let's get a 4K crafting storage. I'm not sure if we should make more than that. Let's see. Yeah, because this is honestly like one of the first times that I've ever done the crafting with Applied Energistics 2. I've done the crafting of Applied Energistics 1, but never with number 2, right? For those of you that don't know, the Applied Energistics 1 was significantly simpler. It was closer to what refined storage is nowadays. So that's why I think I prefer refined storage. It's a lot simpler. I've often said that Applied Energistics 2 is kind of needlessly complicated. It's almost kind of like its own little mini game, in a sense. But that's fine. So we're just waiting on a few different things. So those guys are good. The redstone's already in there. Cool. What did I need that gold one for? I don't even remember. We need to get a level emitter. So we need a calculation processor. So we'll do that. Calculation processor. I'm sure we'll use this at some point. I'm not remembering what I grabbed that for, but... So, storage monitor, level emitter. So we need a redstone torch. And a level emitter. And a crafting monitor. Or storage monitor. Okay. Now, what can the storage monitor do? Huh? Let's find out. Because I might want an extra one of these. Oh, you don't actually do anything. Okay. Simple enough. So let's get you and you. Cool. We'll put these guys together to make 9 co-processing units. Now, I'm not sure where I want this whole setup to live. I'm thinking just right here for now, right? And I'm assuming this guy needs power, which we'll get power over to him in a second. So let's do that. Cool. And then let's work on the 4K storage component. Calculation processor. Oh, that's what I did that for. Okay. So Now I remember. And we're going to need another calculation. So we'll put that into there. Cool. And a 4K. Oh, we're going to need 4 of those. Okay. Or I mean 3 of those. So let's grab some more gold. And we'll get you working, doing your thing. Definitely going to need some more silicon. Which means we're going to need more sand. Come on, go down. See, I thought I had all of the ingredients to make this work today. And apparently, I did not. Man, you guys are slow, huh? You guys are very slow. Okay. So, let's head out, grab some more sand. And let's head back to the base. And just run these through the crusher, right? That's what it was? Yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and get a bunch of this silicon getting pressed. Very cool. And our gold should be done. Yep. And let's go ahead and throw that in there. And throw you in here. Awesome. And then we should be ready to make this 4K storage, crafting storage. I don't, like I said, I don't know if it's right to have a bunch of the co-processors, right? I'm gonna assume that it is. Just because... Well, that's strange. Oh, I was pressing G to open up that little box. I guess what we could do... 16K crafting, 1K crafting monitor, crafting unit. That's a bunch of the blocks that I have now. So we could put this together using just the crafting units for right now, just to get it going. And then in the future we can upgrade them to the 4K crafting units. So let's grab 3 of those. Perfect. And 1 of you, please. Where was... I didn't make it. And then we got to figure out whether you need power or whether you need power from the energy acceptor. So 1 of you. Cool. And then... boom. 4K crafting storage. Perfect. So let's plop you there, right? And then what we'll do is we'll surround... we'll do it like this for right now. Right? And we'll keep these guys in our back pocket in case we need to make more of the crafting storages. Okay. Let me go sleep through the night so we can end this thunderstorm. This biome rains so often. I really need to go get a rain shield. I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm gonna assume that you guys need power from the energy acceptor, right? That's probably a safe assumption to make. So let's do this. Let's bring this up around here like so. And we'll see if this guy is online. Device offline. So the only other thing that I'm thinking is we might need fluix to go to that guy. Like so. That's the only other thing that I can think of. Is maybe the fluix. Because I think the fluix can transmit power, right? And I guess we can just have it go right up to here. Yep, it looked like it clicked online, right? let's go upstairs and take a look at this guy. Yeah, you look like you came to life. Awesome. Very cool. Let's go. All right, cool. So now let's see. Now, what do we need in order to get patterns? So blank pattern, ME pattern encoding terminal, pattern provider, pattern access terminal. Let's get one of these guys, right? So we're going to need some more of these. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely going to need the encoding terminal in order to even start getting patterns. Now you, right? How do I actually store the patterns in here? Because you tell me that there's a crafting status, but how do I store? Let's see. Let's read. Crafting monitor. Optional. The crafting monitor displays the jobs the CPU is handling at the moment. The screen can be colored. Okay. ME drive, ME controller, molecular assembler, ME pattern provider. Oh, so we might also need this setup here. Okay. So pattern provider, how hard are you to get? Annihilation core, formation core. Okay. And what about a molecular assembler? Annihilation core, formation core. Okay, so let's get a few of these going, right? Let's get, I guess we'll just do like a 2x2 and we can sit it right next to that guy. Kind of how they had it in the book there, right? The main use of the molecular assembler. Okay, so let's read this real quick. The molecular assembler takes items input into it and carries out the operation defined by an adjacent ME pattern provider. Okay. Or the inserted crafting pattern, smithing table pattern, or stone cutting pattern, then pushes the result to an adjacent inventory. This assembler has a crafting pattern that specifies that 1 oak log equals 1 oak plank recipe when oak logs are fed. Okay, so this, I think, is what actually handles the crafting. And the pattern provider is what actually holds our patterns. So let's get a couple pattern providers. We still need the annihilation core and the formation core. What's the difference between those? One uses nether quartz, one uses certus quartz. Okay. So let's get a whole bunch of these cooking up. And I think we're probably going to save a lot of this for next episode. Just because I'm already getting super long on this one, right? So we got the crafting unit itself up and running. I think we're going to put the molecular assembler kind of right next to it. But we'll save that for the next episode that we actually handle our AE, right? As far as today, like I said, we're going to wrap this episode up. I feel like we did a good amount, right? We got a bunch of resources. We're back on the resource train, right? Next episode when we come back, we'll finish up this auto crafting system, and we'll have it start crafting us patterns so that we can make more patterns, so that we can set up machines and do all of the fun stuff. If you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. And stay tuned tomorrow for that bonus episode. You won't want to miss that. I'll actually give you guys a little bit of a spoiler here, right? Let's see. I'll give you guys a little bit of a spoiler as to what we are doing for bonus episode, right? Now, if that doesn't tell you what we're doing, I'm not sure what will, right? But yeah, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. My name is LUCK. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to hit that like button, and I will catch you guys in the next one. See ya.